theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
I'm super excited!
Boy, it's big news in the conspiracy world. I take it you guys have heard about the whole P. Diddy thing, and how he's in trouble for trafficking. Big news, everybody! It's the first time we're hearing about this. Wrong. I have finally had it. I am extremely mad, because situations like this, people like me have been talking about for years. We get so much hate, so much people calling us stupid, telling us, oh, I feel bad for your kids because you're a straight up idiot. But yet the information came out on the news, so now everybody can believe it. Let me tell you guys something. There's a lot of people we cannot talk about because my videos are taken down. Tom Hanks, Oprah, the Clintons, P. Diddy, Epstein, child trafficking, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Bill Gates. Listen, people, conspiracy theorists are not there just to entertain you and for you to call them crazy. Conspiracy theorists are truth tellers, people that have went out of their way to look at the research to show you just for you to point and laugh. Who's laughing now? This is not the first time this has happened. Every conspiracy is true. It just takes a little bit of time to get put on the news so you will start to believe it. Oh yeah, this whole time, me talking about P. Diddy, taking them kids, Usher, Justin Bieber, all this, but nobody wanted to believe me. Here's your proof. You gonna point and laugh now? First off, don't believe everything you see on the news. The news is put there, owned by the same companies to divide you, distract you, and confuse you. Also, I'm a little confused because how come this news came out, but around the same time the ATF raiding one of the head leaders at the Boeing company was shot dead, but that news isn't everywhere. It's almost like this P. Diddy thing was a distraction. Some of you need to stop just living the rat race and actually listen to some of us trying to out situations. Some of us trying to make life better on you, like maybe everybody get together and not pay for gas one day, or everybody get together and not pay their taxes one year and stuff. I guarantee you, once you put your foot down for one day, 24 hours, this government will get its butt in line because it's not making money. I just posted a video today about Tom Hanks that was taken down after being fact-checked. A lot of you didn't want to believe this information. A lot of you turned your head away when it comes to children and the bad things that happen to them in this world. But now, what can you say? The fact that you ignore this information because you think it's crazy, you're complying with the same people who's doing it. Maybe just get out of the schedule that they have trained you to do. You know, get up, go to work, put your kids in daycare so they can be taught something else, come home, eat, take a shower, go to sleep, or put on your Hollywood movie that's pushing certain things, go to sleep, wake up, do it all again, and forget about everything you just heard that's bad going on in the world, because your life is going pretty simple that day. Your family's being taken care of that day. But what about tomorrow? Or the next day? Or the next day? Because how I see things, this world is crumbling. The United States is divided. We need to do something about that. We need to stand up, come together, take action together, and together we will take this country back and get rid of all the sickos and the mentally insane people. And maybe we can start living just to live instead of living to survive.
Contrary to popular belief, Africa is not poor. You don't go to a poor continent to make money. Africa is in fact the richest continent on the globe. Why haven't African leaders tried to make use of their resources? You might ask. They did, and every time they met the same fate: death. Some under mysterious circumstances like Magufuli and MKO Abiola, who coincidentally both had a heart attack moments after plans to industrialize Tanzania and Nigeria's gold and oil reserves. U.S. Ambassador Susan Rice served MKO a cup of tea, which many people believe was the cause of his death. Other leaders have been killed directly by the orders of multinational corporations, like Ken Saro-Wiwa being hung by Shell. Or how about the first democratically elected leader of the Congo, Lumumba, being executed in a coup propped by Belgium and CIA on the orders of Union Minnery? Congo is in fact the richest country on the planet, yet has the number 2 poorest citizens. After they dismembered Lumumba's body, the CIA plant dictator Mobutu took control of Congo for 30 years. Similar cases can be found across the entire continent of Africa and the entire global south. Latin America and Africa are still under hostage from these corporations. They have killed everyone who's gotten in their way, including but not limited to Dag Hammarskjöld. The UN Secretary General, his plane was shot down in attempts to liberate the Congo from exploitation. JFK, being close friends with Dag and Lumumba, JFK was furious with Devlin and the CIA for their role in their demise, and planned to scatter the CIA into 1,000 pieces. Weeks later, he was dead under mysterious circumstance. His death has a lot of similarity with a leader from Sweden, Olof Palme. He wanted to continue Dag's legacy and help Africa and Latin America be free from the global elite. Sadly, he met the same fate. When looking at these deaths individually, it may look like coincidence. Yet when you have the full picture, it all makes sense.
Well, TikTok, you finally did it. It's that time of the week to show you guys what videos TikTok takes down and what videos TikTok keeps up based on the agenda they're trying to push. So here we have a video I shared of what's going on in the European area, like France and stuff like that, of, them rising up, protesting against their government, which in the American Constitution, it tells you that you are allowed to do that. Anyways, we have these protesters taking in bales of urine-soaked hay and crap that they've sprayed from their sewage trucks and stuff, and Phil McDonald's in, which was hilarious and awesome, because if the corporations won't listen to you when it's time to rise, then they belong with the enemies and they need to be taken care of too. In fact, if you people don't stand up and put a stop to this, you will be hanging at the gallows just like our leaders when the time comes. This app is one of the biggest censored apps. Why would they take down a video? What's the reason they gave me? Oh, crime behavior because of a protest. You guys are just gonna sit and let them keep pushing, aren't you? Do something about it.
It's that time of the week to show you what videos TikTok takes down and what videos TikTok keeps based on the propaganda and agenda they're trying to push. Now, stick with me till the end of the video because I will be reposting this video with this post. I am the biggest YouTuber that you have never heard of. Without getting into too much detail, I was up to 10,000 followers within a week on YouTube and 60,000 followers on TikTok within a month. And my videos and pages were taken down because of the things I was talking about, like subjects like this. Basically anything talking about saving the children, politicians, and medical treatment. But anyways, here I have a video of a man going into a Planned Parenthood facility, and he's talking to this lady, and his role is to play a pedo. He's asking very pedo questions to this lady. And the worker is telling him ways around that so he doesn't get in trouble. Like when she comes in pregnant, they can abort the baby so no one even knows. Now, the questions he were asking was pretty sick, but that was part of the act to see how much these people are confusing everyone and pushing their agenda. It was sick. It was disgusting because he had answer after answer about how you can protect yourself. Now, I wonder why TikTok had a problem with this video because they tagged it within 5 seconds of me posting. Because it sounds like to me this is information the people need to know. Again, I'm going to share this video because if we can't fight at the front lines, we will have to fight behind the scenes. And this is how we do it. We don't stop, we don't back down, and we get back up when we get kicked in the dirt. You know, the only difference between a conspiracy and the truth is either the news talking about it or a piece of paper saying it's true or not, which most of the time it's true. I don't consider myself a conspiracy theorist. I consider myself as a truth teller. But to many people, subjects like this is a conspiracy. Do you see? They couldn't even give me a reason of why they took it down. It just said, removed for violating community guidelines, with no reason attached. Guys, this is how we do it. We hit them back on their own platform. When they take a video of yours down, you post it 3 more times. When they take that page down, you create 5 pages posting that video 3 times a day until that video gets out. Our job as truth tellers or a conspiracy theorist is to wake up at least one person. So if that one person sees that video that they are trying to hide, your job is done. So we do not let corruption win. We are the line. We drew the line, and we are firmly planted in the line. So I'm going to repost this video, and you need to see what I'm talking about, because social media is trying to keep you from seeing it. How old is she? She's 13. Her parents don't know yet. Yeah, so we don't do them here. Correct. So yeah, we don't do them in Missouri. It's illegal. But we do have. I can give you a packet of the 2 locations that do it in Kansas. They have people that'll come pick them up. It's too rarely for the whole thing. Yes, I will call them and tell them what the situation is. They're going to help you all within Planned Parenthood. It doesn't matter if the school agrees or not. We say that she was at the doctor, and we can cut off our letterhead so it doesn't even say where she was. That's me. This is not our first video. They're going to know exactly how to handle that. I'll call. Okay, so 13-year-olds can go across fit line. That's Parenthood helps them do that, and it pays for the whole thing. I won't say it pays for the whole thing built, but they will work for you. Sometimes they do end up paying for it. Yeah, it's illegal in Missouri. How many times do you do this in a year? Girls coming out of the state, yes. Every day? We get, every day. Every day. Because set up hotels for them. We set up every day. So, that's just so great because she's 13. Yeah, she's so young and she's scared, and that goes with your food. Her parents, they're like so conservative, and I did not let them know. And they won't. In Planned Parenthood, we consider you an adult. If you make the decision, then we've got you. Okay. And then can she come in here for follow-up? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she does have to go back there for follow-up. When she's done with them, she can come back here. And what about, pox sickness? We'll take care of all of that, all without any consent. Yeah, we never told her parent fake. She's an adult. We're not going to.
It's that time of the week to show you guys what TikTok takes down and what TikTok keeps up compared to the agenda they're trying to put. As you guys can tell, social media is making a change. It is becoming censored like nobody's business. One problem I have is TikTok taking off the translation, but now you can't see other countries rising up and coming together against their government and tell you the reason why. Because the media likes to push an agenda because they're paid by privately owned companies. And here's some interesting information. Most news stations are owned by the same company. Fox News is owned by the same company as CNN. That's just to give you guys something to wake up to. But here's the problem I have. TikTok has recently took down my video that I posted. They took it down within 5 seconds of me posting it, but yet they don't take down videos that I report. It takes them like 2 weeks to get back to me to say they found nothing wrong with the video. But this video was taken down for integrity and authenticity. What was the video? The video was a news clip showing that the workout powder that you make protein shakes with, the inside paper or the paper that you peel off to open it, causes cancer. Now, why doesn't social media want you to know what's good for your health and what isn't? Big Pharma, baby. It's when the Rockefellers took over the medical industry. Those oaths that the doctors take, they mean nothing. Those oaths are for the people with money in their pocket, not for the people. I can't repost this video because when it comes to medical stuff, they do not let you win. They will fight you till the end. They will take down the next video I post. And I know I encourage everybody on here to keep posting the video over and over and over, but they will not let me, and there's no way around it.
You may not notice the lining inside, but believe it or not, that lining may contain a synthetic estrogen. Bisphenol A is big business here in the United States. It is estimated that the chemical companies produce 7 billion pounds of it a year.
This is a chemical that the people who put it into plastic were insane.
His name is Dr. Fred Vom Saal. He's a professor of biology at the University of Missouri.
This is a chemical that in 1936 was considered for use as an estrogen drug. Then in the 1950s, some tricky chemists found that they could link this chemical together and it creates a hard, clear, glass-like plastic.
And this glass-like plastic is sprayed into cans we buy every day.
The only problem with that is the plastic is then made from a sex hormone.
And it's virtually in every can of food we consume. And according to Dr. Vamsal, bisphenol A is a big problem because he says it leaches into the foods we eat.
And then the food that's in there is full of this sex hormone.
Dr. Vamsal says they have tested bisphenol A in animals and the results are disturbing.
We started testing it at levels tens of thousands of times below what anybody had ever tested before, and found that it profoundly damaged the male reproductive system. Now we know it causes brain damage, and it causes breast cancer and prostate cancer. The food was removed from the cans. The cans were all cleaned, washed multiple times with water, allowed to dry, and then we put ultra pure water in the cans to determine how stable the lining of the can was when just faced with water being in contact with it for 24 hours.
The results were concerning.
Every single product here put out an amount of bisphenol A that would be in the danger zone.
The highest levels measured in micrograms.
This is a chemical that can alter the way your cells function at below a trillionth of a gram. 1 million times lower than this.
Dr. Vamsal says when he places bisphenol A leached water into a test tube with breast cancer cells, the cancer cells multiply rapidly.
These amounts would massively stimulate these cells. There are 700 published scientific studies about the health effects of bisphenol A that the FDA has never